Hi, everybody. Okay, back to ACE again, and back to one of the things that you're going to have to do a lot, and that would be watching the news. Okay, your news watch. I have a form that you have to fill out, and you're going to have to determine your sources. There's online newspapers, there's articles online, there's magazines. So let's see a little bit of what I pulled up for you. First, I went online. The first thing I did is I searched, okay? News for students. Um, all sorts of news articles come up. If you just search news, you can. So you can find news articles out there easily. Some of the recommendations I found Dogo News. They have it split up by topic, and you can find all sorts of different things on here. Ooh, that's like a really funky looking fish right there in that. Anyway, um, you can go on here, you can pick and choose what you want to read about. Um, when you go into these articles, you'll see lots of explanations, vocabulary that you should know, pictures, which is nice. I mean, everybody wants to see a picture of what they're talking about. It helps you understand it. Another place that I went to was Student News Daily. And again, lots of articles. It gives you the date when it was written. So some of them aren't as timely as you might like, but they have a lot of really interesting articles, and they're not that old. They're still very relevant. Okay. So another article, let's see, or website, CNN 10. You can go into all sorts of different topics, and you're going to need to know a lot of different topics. You're going to have to practice everything from entertainment to business to health, sports. You're going to need to know a lot of this. So it's kind of cool because you can go down through, you see the different articles, you can kind of tell what they're about, go searching, see what it is that you want to read about that day, and make sure that you switch it up, that you're always looking at something different. Okay. Go into all the different topics. I found ListenWise. This is really cool because you usually can listen to it at the same time. Let's see, I went into let's go into current events. Here's the most current event articles they had on here. And it's pretty cool because you can go in there and social distancing shoes. I mean, who heard of that? And it can give you this. I think you just have to sign up for it and you can listen to it for free. I remember using it a lot last year. But there's news everywhere. Just pick out news, top news stories, and you can just start listening to it. Pick the one that you want. Now, once you listen to it, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to fill out this wonderful form that I have for you here. Newswatch. We've got info and elaboration. So information and elaboration. Info is input. Okay, what are you getting in? What are you taking in from this article? And output is, what are you putting from your head together with what you just got from this news article? Like, what can you synthesize or think about, and how does it relate to that information? Let me explain some more. First, of course, you're going to put all the necessary information here: your name, the date of the story, your period, the source. Where are you getting it from? I want the website title and the article title. And then input, the facts and information you're getting from the article. This does not have to be in sentence form. This is like you scribbling down little notes so you remember. Okay? Any way you want to take those notes, that's fine. Now, what do you do with it all? Okay, this is what you do. This is your output. It's your analysis. So it's like the inference equation. It's what you see, what you hear, what you read, what you're taking in, your input. What are you getting? And putting it together with what you already know. Putting it together and going, oh, okay, so if you're telling me this, I already know this, therefore this is probably going to happen, or this is a really good idea because, or I predict this might happen because this isn't going to work. Okay, you're taking the two different things, what you see plus what you know, and coming to an analysis, a response. Okay, you have to use formal language. I'm going to grade this 20 points per sentence, and you have to have 5 sentences. It's a regular paragraph, right? You are not just regurgitating what you took down up above. What you wrote up here was just notes, data from somebody else's news article, okay? What you're putting here are your thoughts, your application to this thought. So say they're doing research into an underground or a big blue hole out in the Gulf of Mexico that opened. And it opened because of a cave or a sinkhole made it all collapse. So you read all the details about this in their research. You know that you've heard about sinkholes. They've swallowed houses. They ruin houses. They, collapse roads, and they do all sorts of stuff. We all know that happens from a sinkhole. May not have really known that there were these huge ones out there in the Gulf of Mexico. So if I read those articles, I would wonder if maybe there was a big attachment underneath. Do these, are they related, and are they held up only by this water, and what's going to happen? Will more collapse, or will that size of a hole happen on the ground because it obviously happened out here in the water? Is that possible? Synthesize, put it together, and write your response. Okay. So again, grading is 20 points. You're not just rephrasing the news that you read. You're putting it together. You're relating it to what you know to predict an outcome. Formal language. This is academic language. You don't say I, me, you. You don't use contractions. You don't say I can't. You say I cannot. You don't write like you're texting. Okay, I don't want to see any of that. And you download this form, fill it out, and upload it to me. And keep a file on your computer of all of these in order by date. So I would title them by the date, or maybe say news and the date or something like that, because you're going to need all this stuff. I want you to be able to reference it and go back to it, as it will help you on the final exam. Okay, so you have your first one to write. I want you to go watch a news article, pick one out from somewhere, fill out this form, and upload it or email it to me as soon as you can. I hope you have fun. Bye.